Yes, it has been quite a time since I haven't uploaded a video. Where I will tell that in this video. Sorry for the background noises, I'm shooting a very busy time, but still, bear with me and I'll share some of the thoughts, what I thought about sharing in this last 2 weeks, that how you should start thinking about design and how make your process much more easier while you are thinking about design. I'll share that everything. Stay tuned. It will be a GAN video, but trust me, UIUX and design GANs are part of this channel. So stay tuned. Recently, actually, I went for a Kerala trip. So it took one week of time to just go because I have been making some videos in for another channel with my friends, and you can watch that in link in the description below. And 1 week I was in Bangalore doing some office work and I was not keeping up that well. So hence it took some time to come back to this channel, and trust me, we will start exploring much more things. I'm also thinking about starting the Lightroom tutorials for you guys so that you can start quick editing your photos and photography tricks within your daily life and understand how you know photo editing works. I was thinking about that. But coming back to the main point of this video, that how you should start thinking about design. In general life, what happens is in a professional environment when you are in, there are two ways of you starting a project. There are two ways are. One is from scratch. So you start thinking from scratch, the idea is fresh, and you start thinking about the design in an iterative way, where you can, upgrade every features of what you are trying to improve within that application. And if you're starting fresh. The second option is that there is some product which is already built and something which you are trying to enhance to the new standards and certain things you want to improve so that it keeps up with the daily challenges and the improving points what every user wants. We'll cover both and how should you start thinking about individual tracks if you have two scenarios in your hand. First is a scratch product. For example, you have a fresh idea. For example, I'm thinking about an application which certainly came into my mind is creating a washing service application for you so that people can quickly place an order for their dirty clothes and it gets picked up, washed and delivered to my house at proper time. So your ideas are fresh. Now you start thinking about how you can implement new features, new techniques so that there are certain UX principles, what we can involve. We understand what the researchers are doing. For example, the people who are trying to have this service or already are using those services, how they're feeling about it. So the process of everything about a UX starts fresh. So you have your layouts very clean and jotted out so that you are going on a step-by-step process. But trust me, in the real world, when you start building, you might not have that flexibility of time or the luxury of time that you go into that depth of a process. Hence, I always mention that if you are a designer, if you are working in such kind of an environment where you don't get some time to understand, but try to implicate that process in your head so that you are well versed with the product and what kind of a product you are building. Everything should be in your mind, and once you're starting, it shows that what you thought about while you are preparing for this application is already laid down in their fundamentals. But where is the point of starting in a design way of understanding? Don't directly go into the mockups, don't directly go into the making how it looks, how it should happen. Go into the process of understanding how you think is the best efficient way. Have a couple of versions of 3 or 4. Think which should best suit for my use case, which should best suit for my stakeholders, which should take care of my business requirements also, because business requirements will be some, users will be some, and you have to amalgamate in that sense so that every part of it is balanced, right? So once you start laying those process, think about how you approach on a daily life and what part of a user personas it structures that you are solving a problem in their lives. For example, I am a working employee. I don't have that much of a time to come home, wash my clothes. I quickly, gather all my clothes for the weekend and I wash at the end of the day. This is one of the use cases. But some of the people, for example, a person who is a working mom, he has a child, she has a child, she has another child, it will be very difficult. So understanding every user pain points, understands how we can come and solve that solution of your life or that part of your life which you are trying to efficiently manage. So start thinking from there. Once you start thinking from there, understand what new features, technologies, or what kind of for example, right now AI, ML can be used within an application level. So you start thinking about the users level, you start thinking about the pain points level, now you come to the application level and how you can make those user points solve within this application level. This is the fun part of building something from scratch. Now you start thinking about how your design looks, how it is efficiently more giving you processes, how you efficiently make the users take those steps while they're ordering for some or pressing some orders for the dirty clothes, how you can introduce some of the machine learning techniques within that application, which helps you conquer that whole concept of the mockup. Finally, you start thinking about the mockups, lay out the designs, looks what best, and try a prototype of it, test it with the users, and you will get some feedbacks that some people are not understanding what you're building within an application. Take that, come back to the scratch board, and start rethinking and redesigning the whole concept. You have a luxury of an agile way of working, and it gives you a final product which might take time, but it will give you the best experience and the best looking application. Always remember, when you're building from scratch, your main parts are a best UI and a best UX. Without one, the whole application will fail. Now you have understood how to think about design when you're starting from fresh. Certain types of projects or certain type of work which comes is like you have an existing one, but you're not feeling that well. So you get onboarded to the system to make that experience of the product best, or more closer to perfection, what I can say. Once you get a product like this, go into product research. How and where it is messing up, which are the pain points that you feel that it should be. Note it down, jot it down, have a content strategy around it. Have the content strategy so that you have, for example, the home bar, the sections bar, services bar, and have another set of column or another set of pointers which you think should be best included on those content strategy layers. For example, you are getting just the same example, the washing application, there is one services. Always what I see for a fresh application that the users are not getting feedbacks when they are coming. They have a trust issue when they are getting picked up. It is not giving feedback. So my point is to give them feedback to each application where they can get quick notifications about when is to be done, estimated price, when is to be delivered, premium services, blah 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 blah. What you can introduce within an application. There are certain points in an application which might also look good, which turns around into the eyes of how UI design can be implemented and some strategies and the principles you can use to make that thing look beautiful. How to do that? Go check out the 8 UI UX principles and 8 UI principles you should follow as a UI designer. Link in the description below or in the I button right here. Then you start jotting down the points what you see. Get into the meeting with the stakeholders, understand that these are the things I think that this will improve your product or no. They might approve of some, disapprove of some, but your point is to give the best balance between the UI and UX. In this process of thinking, what you should do is understand the pain point first, because the product is built, how you can drastically improve it, what are the efforts you need, and what kind of a change overhaul you're thinking. Make that as a part of the understanding. User research, empathy mapping, site mapping, you can not do from the beginning. You have to do it within this structure because this is built for you. Hence, have a second version of the same thing with your features aligned. Now have the another version of it which overhauls the whole thing, which gives you two perspective, that what you think should be the best and what the thing which is already there have some included features and some glitters on it, or which makes that product a better version of it and the overall version of it. This will make your process of designing two individual structures every designers are facing today. I hope you understood how to think about design and how to get started with design. I wanted to share this with every designers. This will help you in structuring your way of process. For more videos like this, please stay tuned to this channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you like it, please share with the designing friends. More contents coming on the way. Stay tuned.